Continuing our reading in Poppy's Return by Avi. This time is Chapter 6, Junior and His Friend. After Poppy left him, Junior lay on his bed of chips for a while. His mother had made him angry again. She never noticed that he was no longer a baby, that he had changed, grown older, agitated. He got up and headed out of the snag. "Hey, Junior, where are you going?" his sister Verbena asked. "None of your business." "I bet I know where you're going," she said, sticking her tongue out at him. "To see Mephitis, which is all you ever do." Junior gave her a dirty look and hurried away, heading for the path that would take him to Mephitis' house. It was dark, but he knew the path well. Even so, he went slowly, trying to push away his annoyance. He resented the fact that his mother had asked him, and him alone, to go with her when she went to visit her family. He was sure they would not like him. He could tell Aunt Lily didn't like him, just from the way she looked at him. Probably because he had dyed himself. Too bad for her. Well, he had no intention of liking them either. The thing was, whenever Poppy talked about her family, which wasn't often, she mostly mentioned things she had done with her brothers and sisters or her cousins. Rarely did she say anything about her parents or herself. She seemed to have had some kind of problems with them. Not that Junior knew what it was, probably some stupid thing. It was not like that with his papa. Rye often talked fondly about his family. They had even made a few trips to visit them. Rye's old riverside home was fun, with plenty to do. Some of those cousins were cool. Poppy, however, came from someplace outside Dimwood Forest, somewhere called Gray House. As far as Junior was concerned, the world beyond the forest had to be weird. Why would anyone want to live there? He was sure he would hate it. What's more, Poppy's parents were probably very old. Junior didn't like old mice, finding them creepy and crabby. He stopped in his tracks. Suddenly, he knew why Poppy had asked him to go along. She didn't trust him. Taking him along was some kind of punishment for being what he was, which meant she was treating him like a baby. Junior felt his anger rising again, but with it came a plan. When they got to that gray house, he and Mephitis would do outrageous stuff so big and so bad that family would never forget it. It would serve them right, and his mother right. As he approached Mephitis' house, he could smell his friend. It was a pretty strong smell, something Junior admired a lot. You always knew when Mephitis was coming. But he liked best was that his skunk was so sure of himself. Mephitis always did what he wanted. No one told him what he could or could not do. He never complained about his parents, never even talked about them. "Yo, skunk," called Junior as Mephitis came into view. "Hey," said Mephitis. Compared to Junior, the skunk was large, with thick black fur and a wide white stripe that ran from his ears to his large and bushy tail. His pointed snout, ending in his small black nose, was constantly sniffing. Short legs made him waddle when he walked, which he did slowly and deliberately. As for eyes, they were very bright, very much on the alert, as if always on the lookout for anything bad that might come his way. "Where are you going?" Junior asked him. "Your place." "What's happening?" "Nothing." Same with me," said Junior. "It's so boring around here." Same old, agreed Mephitis. "Hey, guess what?" said Junior. "What?" "My old mouse has to go visit her family, and she says I have to go with her." "How come?" She doesn't trust me." "For how long?" "Not sure," said Junior. "But I said I'd go on only one condition." "Yeah, what?" "You come with me." "Me?" "Yeah." The skunk fluffed his tail. "Sick," he said. "Really sick," agreed Junior. "The thing is, my mother is so boring. I mean, she does nothing. Like, she's what, a mother? And there's her sister, Lily. She came to get Mama. So if I went, I'd have to go with two old people. Boring. And this place they are going, it's going to be pathetic. Rucks to be you. Exactly. But if you came, it would be wicked. We could do sick stuff. My mother's family, they don't live in Dimwood, so they don't know nothing. We teach them a few things. That okay with your mama? Asked Mephitis. I mean, my coming? I didn't exactly ask her, said Junior with a grin. I told her. What about your parents? Do you have to ask them? Hey, Mouse, you know me. I do what I want. Then you'll come? Mephitis lifted a paw. Junior slapped it. Be ugly, said Junior. Better than ugly, dude, said Mephitis. Bad. And that is the end of chapter 6.